So the question of how to get good or improve at OSA has been around since forever, and the main answer that most players get back is to just play more. But what does it mean to just play more? Can I really improve by just playing more? Many people ponder and philosophize what this term ultimately means, but in reality it only answers the most basic logic of being an overall better player, despite how broad the term is. I almost have around 900 in-game hours and reached all the way up to 2K in global ranks. I've learned so many things from playing this game and how to get better. Though there is not a clear or defined way to improve, I'm going to share some tips that helped me improve and get to where I am today. The first tip I'd like to give is, if you haven't already found out what you're good at, play different maps that you are normally not playing, or try some mods out. Just sticking to 1-minute TV size maps will limit your skill set to basic jumps and shorter stamina. It may be tiring and frustrating to not be able to full combo or even pass those longer 3-minute maps at first. In the long run, help improve your stamina and stream abilities, which are pretty crucial for your improvement no matter what you are trying to get better at. I used to just play TV size maps, but slowly altered the maps I played through downloading map packs or playing multi, which introduced me to more maps that have diverse mapping and not just jumps all over the screen. The second tip I want to address is to focus on your own sole playstyle and not to compare your skills to others. By comparing yourself to other players, you make yourself feel the need to improve faster or catch up to that particular player you look upon. Though it may seem like a great idea to set some challenges like this to make yourself a better player, in some cases it can actually harm your ability to improve at a consistent rate. For example, your friend just recently hit 4 digits in a span of a couple of weeks, and you're sitting there decaying at some 5-digit rank, and then when you see his performance graph, you think to yourself, why can't I improve like that? That is when the frustration kicks in, and because you solely believe that if your friend is able to do it, then you should. And when you try to improve faster by playing higher star maps than what you're comfortable with, you find out you can't stream 222 BPM, or read AR10, or have the stamina to stream a 10-minute long map like that guy did. Everyone has their own rate in which they improve. Some players are just better than others by default, and that's just that. Or they just have a better knowledge of what maps to practice on to better improve their skill set in which they are thriving in. Expecting yourself to improve by just spamming 7-star Arls maps in 2 days will not get you where you want to be. Instead, if you're to be comparing yourself to another player, you should be looking on what skill set he or she focuses on and how he or she uses that knowledge to play maps that are within his skill zone. The third tip I'd like to give is to make your playstyle more comfortable. What I see a lot of 6-digit players do is look at whatever tablet or mouse player settings a top player has and copy it and assume that they will become the best player in the world, but in this case that's not going to work. The reason why those players have those settings is because they're the most comfortable with it, not just because someone told them to use a particular setting or area. It could be a tablet area change or a mouse sensitivity change that can completely differentiate the way you play. If you feel that your hand gets too strained or tired when doing jumps for a long period of time, then you should probably make your sensitivity higher or make your tablet area more small. If your hand is overreaching notes that you're trying to hit, then make your sensitivity lower or make your tablet area bigger. Even though it is good to change your settings when you feel uncomfortable, do not change them too often, as whenever it changes, your muscle memory will reset and you will have to adapt to your new settings, which can take up to a month or 2 at least. I personally never changed my tablet area since I got my first tablet, which was a Huion 420. Since I got used to the area within a month that came default, I never had a problem since then. If you're switching to a new tablet, try to keep the same tablet area size as your previous tablet to stay consistent. Trying out different mechanical key switches for mechanical keyboards can also improve your Trying out different mechanical switches for mechanical keyboards can also help you improve by testing each switch and how each of them Trying out different mechanical switches for mechanical keyboards can also help you improve by testing each different switch and how each of them functions differently and determine which one is best for you and your style of gameplay. I tried out Cherry MX blues, browns, reds, and blacks, and I found how each switch can help me do better depending on what kind of map I'm playing. I personally have blacks, and since I hammer my keys pretty hard, I felt that, you know what, blacks are pretty like heavy weighted, so I chose that instead of reds because I tried reds before, but I had several issues of, you know, over streaming or over tapping or tapping too early because, well, they're kind of too light for me, but that's just a personal preference, so try to find out what switch you do best with and stick to it. The same thing goes for skins, but you should have a broad amount of skins to select from your skin folder and see which skin helps you do better in each different scenario you're playing in. Have a look at Circle People's channel and check out the different skins each player uses in order to play the style of maps they're playing, and download some of them to see if you're able to read better from doing so. The fourth tip I'd like to give is to just play at a set schedule more often. If you play more, at a set schedule, such as once every 2 days for 3 hours, your skill set will remain intact and will not fall off since you keep practicing and playing at the same times. I had a friend that wanted to get better at Osu, but he only played once a week or once every 2 weeks, which never really worked out. By the time he got back to playing, the skill that he got from the last time he played has already vanished since he wasn't practicing as often as he should have. You shouldn't play more than 6 hours straight since doing so can be harmful to you mentally and physically. In some cases, you can develop addiction issues that can arise and serve as a real problem in your real life. Just take a break every now and then between sessions to keep your sanity. I play almost every day or at least once every 2 days for at least 3 hours or 5, which might seem like a lot at first, but it definitely helps me get better if you play more consistently at a set time. The 5th tip I'd like to give is if you feel like you aren't actually improving, even though you play almost every day and play maps that are around your skill area, then just take a break for a week or 2, or even a couple of months. Doing this will reset all of your muscle memory and create a fresh start to your playstyle and can help change the bad habits you built up over time. I quit Osu for a couple of months back in July 2018 all the way to October 2018 because I felt that I wasn't improving and I felt that I just needed to relieve my stress on different games. Now that I have come back around November 2018, I actually surpassed my peak performance back in April 2018. I have been gaining more skill than I have normally would back then. The last tip I want to give is the most important out of all of them, is just to enjoy the game. Enjoy the songs you like and enjoy the maps that are fun and interesting. Doing this will keep you from getting burnt out from playing. Osu isn't just about playing hard maps and getting ranks, but is intended to play songs that you already like and to just click some circles to the beats. You can actually find a decent variety of songs on Osu and learn about different genres that you've probably never heard of, whether it be some sort of screamo in a different language or some quirky sounding song that has random noises composed together. I remember when I got into this game, I only played the songs I liked because it kept me playing, but I eventually branched out and found out about new songs which led me to playing more maps, thus enjoying the game. So, just enjoy the game. It's not all about leaderboards and ranks. Don't forget that you don't have to improve all the time. So, I'm going to leave it at that. If you have any comments or questions or any feedback in general, feel free to comment them down below or add me on Osu or Discord, which will be in the description. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video.